What happens when the judges' scorecards don't match what everyone saw in the ring? In this video, we'll look at the top 5 most controversial decisions in boxing history. Fights that shocked fans, started big debates, and left champions wondering what went wrong. So let's start. Number 5. Tito Trinidad versus Oscar de la Hoya. On September 18, 1999, two of boxing's biggest names, Oscar de la Hoya and Tito Trinidad, faced off in a highly anticipated fight. Both fighters came in undefeated, with de la Hoya known for his speed and sharp combos, while Trinidad brought relentless power and aggression. This wasn't just any fight. It was a chance for both men to make history and leave a lasting legacy. Fans had been waiting eagerly, expecting an all-out war between two of the sport's finest. De la Hoya started strong, dominating the first 9 rounds. His quick jabs and smooth footwork kept Trinidad off balance. In fact, De La Hoya landed more punches and was more accurate, connecting with 45% of his shots compared to Trinidad's 30%. But then something strange happened. Instead of keeping the pressure, De La Hoya decided to coast through the final 3 rounds, moving around the ring, avoiding exchanges, and seemingly relying on his early lead to win. When the fight ended, the judges shocked everyone with a majority decision for Trinidad. Scores: 114 to 114, 115 to 113, 115 to 114. Even though De La Hoya landed more punches, 191 to 166, Trinidad's constant pressure in the later rounds seemed to impress the judges. This fight is still one of the most controversial decisions in boxing history. De La Hoya's decision to back off in the final rounds became a lesson in why fighters can't afford to take their foot off the gas, especially in big fights. Fans and analysts continue to debate, did De La Hoya's passiveness cost him the fight, or did Trinidad truly deserve the win by finishing strong? Number 4. Lennox Lewis versus Evander Holyfield. Coming in at number 4, we have a clash between two heavyweight legends, Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield. This wasn't just a regular fight, it was the first heavyweight unification bout since 1992, bringing together the biggest names in the sport. Fans expected a clear winner, hoping for a fight that would decide who truly ruled the heavyweight division. Both fighters were determined to make history, with the winner becoming the undisputed king of the division. Lewis, known for his long reach and precise punches, took control right from the start. He stuck to a smart strategy, keeping Holyfield at a distance with his jab and never letting him find a rhythm. The numbers don't lie. Lewis landed 348 punches compared to Holyfield's 130, connecting with 45% of his shots, while Holyfield managed only 25%. It looked like a straightforward win for Lewis, but when the judges announced the result, the crowd couldn't believe it. A draw. Scores: 113 to 116, 115 to 113, 115 to 115. Fans at Madison Square Garden erupted in disbelief. Lewis had clearly outboxed Holyfield, and the punch stats supported it. Yet somehow the judges called it even. Lewis was furious, feeling robbed of a win that was his. Although he went on to win the rematch 7 months later by unanimous decision, the damage was already done. The controversy surrounding their first fight took away the excitement and turned what should have been a historic moment into a frustrating experience for fans. Number 3. Pernell Whitaker versus Julio Cesar Chavez. As we move closer to the top of our list, at number 3, we have a fight that many believe robbed one man of a well-deserved victory. In 1993, Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker took on the undefeated Mexican legend, Julio Cesar Chavez. This fight was billed as a clash of styles. Chavez's relentless forward-charging aggression against Whitaker's smooth defensive brilliance. Chavez entered the fight with an astonishing record of 87-0, cementing his place as one of the most feared fighters of all time. On the other hand, Whitaker was a master of defense, known for his slick movements, making it nearly impossible for opponents to land clean punches. Fans were hyped for this fight, expecting a thrilling matchup between two icons, one unstoppable force and one immovable object. Whitaker's performance that night was nothing short of a defensive masterpiece. He slipped punches, landed sharp combinations, and made Chavez look slow and frustrated. Whitaker's footwork was on full display, keeping him just out of reach while piling up points with precise counterpunches. According to Punch Stats, Whitaker landed 311 punches to Chavez's 220, giving him a clear edge. But when the judges announced the result, the crowd was stunned. A majority draw. Scores 115 to 113, 115 to 115, 115 to 115. Most fans and analysts saw the fight as a decisive win for Whitaker, but the judges thought otherwise. Some argued that Chavez's constant pressure unfairly overshadowed Whitaker's technical skills and ring control. The decision allowed Chavez to keep his undefeated streak intact, but it came at the cost of the sport's reputation. Fans and analysts blasted the result, calling it a robbery. Whitaker, clearly frustrated, was denied a defining victory that could have elevated his career even further. Meanwhile, for Chavez, the fight cast a shadow over his legacy, with many believing his unbeaten record was unjustly protected. Number 2. Timothy Bradley versus Manny Pacquiao. We are now deep into controversial territory with number 2, a fight that left both fans and celebrities in complete disbelief. In 2012, Manny Pacquiao, one of boxing's biggest stars, took on Timothy Bradley, a skilled but lesser-known challenger. Pacquiao was heavily favored to win thanks to his speed, power, and experience, and many believed this fight would be another easy victory in his storied career. At this point, Pacquiao was a global icon, coming off a streak of dominant performances. Bradley, while talented and determined, was seen by most as an underdog, someone with heart but unlikely to match Pacquiao's relentless offense. For fans, this fight was just another step in Pacquiao's march toward further greatness. Controlled the action, landing sharper punches and dictating the pace. The defensive. By the time the final bell rang, Pacquiao had landed 253 punches to Bradley and had a higher accuracy rate. 34% to Bradley's 19%. But then came the shocker. When the judges read the scorecards, the results stunned the boxing world. Bradley won by split decision. Scores 113 to 115, 115 to 113, 115 to 113. The backlash was immediate and fierce. Social media exploded with outrage, with even celebrities like Kim Kardashian joining the chorus of fans who felt Pacquiao had been robbed. Boxing analysts were left scratching their heads, unable to understand how Bradley's performance could have earned him the win. The controversial decision became a cloud over Bradley's career, with many doubting the legitimacy of his victory. For status, with impressive wins in later fights. Still, the Bradley-Pacquiao fight remains a symbol of questionable judging, one that many call one of the worst decisions in recent boxing history. Number 1. Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvin Hagler, a fight for the ages. Here we are, the number 1 most controversial decision in boxing history. The showdown between Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvelous Marvin Hagler continues to divide fans and analysts, with debates still raging about who truly deserved the victory. In 1987, Leonard came out of a 3-year retirement to challenge Hagler, the reigning middleweight champion, in a fight that would become one of the most memorable in boxing history. Leonard, known for his speed and technical brilliance, had been out of the ring for years, leading many to doubt whether he could handle Hagler, who was at the peak of his career. Hagler had already defended his middleweight title 12 times and was considered the stronger, more dangerous fighter. Despite these doubts, Leonard's return created massive excitement, turning the fight into a must-see event. The matchup was billed as a clash of styles. Leonard's flashy, quick movements against Hagler's relentless power and determination. When the fight began, Leonard stuck to a carefully crafted plan. Using the larger ring to his advantage, he stayed on the outside, dancing around Hagler to avoid big exchanges. Leonard focused on landing fast, flashy flurries of punches, often in the final seconds of rounds, hoping to impress the judges. Hagler, surprisingly, fought the early rounds in an orthodox stance rather than his usual southpaw style, which may have cost him. But as the fight wore on, Hagler found his rhythm, pressuring Leonard and landing the harder punches in the later rounds. When the final bell rang, it felt too close to call. but the judges awarded Leonard a split decision victory. Scores 113 to 115, 115 to 113, 118 to 110. The punch stats told a mixed story. Leonard landed 306 punches to Hagler's 291, but Hagler's shots were more powerful. This left many questioning whether Leonard's flashy flurries truly earned him the win, or if Hagler's grit should have been rewarded. The aftermath of the fight was as dramatic as the battle itself. Feeling robbed of victory, Hagler retired from boxing and never returned to the ring. Meanwhile, Leonard's win became a point of contention in boxing history, symbolizing the subjective nature of judging, where a fighter's style can sometimes matter more than pure performance. To this day, fans and experts are divided. Some believe Leonard's tactics were brilliant, while others argue that Hagler's effort and toughness deserved the win. This fight remains a classic example of how boxing decisions can spark endless debate, proving that in this sport, nothing is guaranteed until the final scorecards are read. And with that, we've reached the end of our video. Which fight do you think had the most unjust decision?